in regards to games this past week, obviously with finals, got an opportunity to get out and recruit a little bit, which was good. And then we got a great rivalry game tomorrow night, so hopefully we'll have a great crowd, great support. We've won 2 in a row, opportunity to get 3 in a row going into another big rivalry game. I was joking with our guys, and some of them don't even know, so I'm trying to explain, but letting them know, ESPN has rivalry week. This is kind of our rivalry week. Home Southern Illinois at Western Kentucky, 2 really big games for our program, for our team, and for I know the people around that support our program. So excited, and hopefully we'll have a good crowd. We had a good practice yesterday, so looking forward to practice today.
Just something on SIU. Seen them on film. What jumps out at you about it?
First off, their schedule. I think they. I know they're 2-7, and I'm not even looking at their record. But you look at their defensive field goal percentage, though. To be 2-7, I'm surprised. It's pretty good. 42% is decent. Not great, but decent. Usually, if you're 2-7, you'd look and say, man, it's 48, 49. So obviously they're defending pretty well. I think they have 3 very good guards in Bean, Jackson, and Pendleton. Pendleton actually plays the 4. They play 4 guards a lot. They don't have the size isn't great. They don't have great size. But I think those 3 guards, and they do the bulk of their scoring, almost 45 points between Pendleton, Bean, and Jackson. So we got to do a really good job on those guys, and then not let anybody step into a hero role.
Talk about saying his status. How's his hand feeling?
His hand's doing all right. Now, whether or not he plays or not tomorrow night, he'll dress and everything. Whether or not I throw him in there, I don't know. It's good to have TJ back, so that gives us an option of where, you may play 4 guards more now instead of traditional lineup with 3 guards and 2 big. So just got to look and see. Southern Illinois, the one thing they do make it tough, they play small a lot, and their 4 guys, their 4-man sometimes can play like a perimeter guy. Pendleton is a perimeter guy, but when they go off the bench and, O'Brien started the last game, but when he plays the 4 and some other guys, post guys, they can drive you. So, we have to look at, matchups to make sure we can defend them the right way.
And continue on about TJ being there. It's finally all the excitement, him just getting on the floor for the first time.
Yeah, it'll be good. I talked to him just about, I'll talk to him at some point tomorrow, just to not, let the game come to him, but still be aggressive and just play hard. That's the biggest thing. I've had him with the first team, the blue group, the last couple of days, and I think he's adjusted well. And you can see a different presence whether in our man or our zone with him on the floor. I think because I've said it all season long, we're missing that the athletic pieces that we've had in the past, and he brings that back to us.
Will he start then, you think, or?
No, unless you know something I don't. No, But he'll be ready to go right away.
How important is it to renew a rivalry with a regional team? It's only 2 hours away, like Southern Illinois.
Well, it's good. I hear you're a Southern Illinois fan, so. But it's good. Anytime you can play Southern, Middle, Evansville, but if you're going to play them, and you're going to play those rivalries, I do want to have the support for the game. So that's one of the big things. That's one of the reasons I've played them. To get a good home schedule. But it's good for basketball. It's good for our team. We've played a good schedule, a very good schedule, to where if you could schedule a little bit different, you may have the same team, but you may be 7-2. But it's good to get them back on the schedule. It's been a long time. I think both programs have wanted to play for a while and just hadn't been able to work it out. I don't know Coach Hinson very well, but I know him a little bit in his kind of network of coaches in his tree that he's under, so a lot of respect for him and what he's been able to do at Missouri State and Oral Roberts, and I'm sure he's going to have Southern Illinois headed that direction soon.
Now, you said before that this is one of those games that people have been asking for, so you need them to show up, right?
Yeah, hopefully they will. We've won 2 in a row, and it shouldn't be much going on a Tuesday night in December, so hopefully we'll have a great crowd and great support, and come support these guys tomorrow.
Coaches I know like to play, but was this a good time to get that, what was it now, 10-day break?
Oh, it was good. It's good, but I also wish we were playing this weekend. If we had to play this weekend, it was going to have to be another road game, and I didn't know if that benefited our team or not. if we did that, So, we weren't going to be able to schedule another home game. So, but the 10-day break was good from a standpoint for me. It's hard to get out recruiting during the year, so I could get out and recruit and see some guys. Hey, should we recruit them? No, should we not recruit them? But it's also, able to right now they're doing a shooting workout, and it gave us an opportunity to do some offensive, breakdowns, a lot of 5-on-0, and get those guys a little bit more in sync and a little bit more fluid offensively. And then in practice, spend a lot more time on just the defensive side of it. So it's been good, and we'll see how we come out. Both teams have had a 10-day layoff, so Southern Illinois, they do some similar things that we do on the offensive end. So I don't know if they'll come in and have something new. You never know when you have a 10-day layoff.
Does this team compare to any of the teams you faced?
Southern Illinois? No, nobody that I would, just would jump out at me and say, I think Middle and St. Mary's, I think they're kind of a separate teams that we played. Valpo is very different with their size. Nobody that I would say that would jump out at me right now.
Just a comment on WKU, just played them Saturday, about playing that game.
Well, I watched. I was on the road recruiting on Saturday, and was actually watching Southern Illinois tape. And I haven't seen any of Western outside of a couple minutes of the Wichita game. And then I had the TV running, and I kind of looked because the game was close. So I saw they played really well up there for 20 to 30 minutes. So I understand the rivalry. Great rivalry. It's a great game. It's a tough place to play up there. Fant, Price, the guys we're really familiar with. And now they've got the two kids eligible. I'm familiar with Trency Jackson too. Recruited some of those guys, and then the kid from Butler as well. That's eligible, and I know they're really high on him. So, it's going to be, if we're fortunate to win them all night, we'd have won 3 in a row, get a couple of good days of practice, and hopefully be able to go in there with a lot of confidence. But it's a tough pace to play, so it'll be a good measuring stick to see how far we've grown since the road trip to St. Mary's.